Alrighty guys, we're back for some Golgari enchantments, and this is a March of the Machine, the Aftermath Standard Brew. We're gonna go over the deck, then hop right into some ranked, but first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to ya. Also, we do got that Discord link down in the description if you're interested in joining that up. Okay, what do we got packed into the build here? Of course, it's an enchantment build, so we got all 4 generous visitors. We got all 4 Kami of Transience as well. Got 3 Audacities. I love that this is finally seeing some play, and it is a good one, isn't it, huh? We got all 4 Okiba Reckoner Raids. This is a 1-mana saga. For the first 2 chapters, each opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Nice. Well, then it, of course, and the 3rd chapter flips into Road Captain, which is a 2/2 menace, and then vehicles you control have menace. We're not too worried about that at all. Going to be a solid saga in here. Another 1-drop card. We got 2 Clawing Torments, and this is a 1-mana aura, enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets -1/-1 and can't block. Okay. Enchanted permanent has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life. So just another way to help drain our opponent's life. Sounds good to me. We got 3 Life of Toshiros. When this eventually flips into Memory of Toshiro, we're not too worried about that ability. There's actually no instant or sorcery spells in here. At least I'm pretty sure. Yes, there are no instant or sorcery. So we're not worried about that ability. We're really just looking at this as a decent saga, man. A decent 2-drop saga that pairs really well with cards like Kami of Transience. So for the first 2 chapters, you get to choose one of these abilities. So target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn, or target creature gets -1/-1 until end of turn, or you just gain 2 life. Pretty solid, man. I mean, you guys can think of the lines of play with this. It could be as simple as just like taking out an opponent's Phoenix Chick with the -1/-1, or as powerful as just buffing a Kami of Transience with a +2/+2. Also, don't forget, it's an enchantment when you play it, so you're getting those extra counters too off of Visitor and Transience. Or worst comes to worst, you just gain 2 life. In this deck, we're gonna need the life because there's a bunch of ways that we lose it, like Phyrexian Arena. Got all 4 of them in here. It's a 3-mana enchantment at the beginning of your upkeep. You draw a card and you lose 1 life. Keeping our hand stocked up with more enchantments to play out every single turn or more ways to drain the opponent's life and stuff is going to be super essential. Just seeing more land off of Arena is completely fine too. I think it's going to be a great one in here. You know, turn 1 Visitor, turn 2 Transience, turn 3 Phyrexian Arena is totally fine. I think the biggest downside to playing this in an aggro style deck is the fact that it doesn't technically do anything the turn it comes out, unless of course it does with like your transients and stuff. So yeah, we do have 3 Tatsunari Toad Riders in here. It's a 3-mana, 3/3 legendary creature, and whenever you cast an enchantment spell, if you don't control a creature named Kami, create that token legendary creature frog, right? It's a 3/3 black and green frog creature token, and whenever you cast an enchantment spell, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life, so more ways to drain the opponent. Kind of reminds me, guys, we've played a few different Golgari enchantment builds on the channel, maybe like 2 or 3 different times. Every single time, it's so much fun because it's like it actually knows how to get the job done. So I'm curious to see how it's going to fare in the current state of standard. But anyways, there's a bottom ability on the Toad Rider here for 1, and it's a hybrid mana between green and blue. But in this deck, of course, it's just going to be green. Tatsunari, Toad Rider, and target frog. Of course, we choose the Kami. You control can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with flying or reach. So they jump up into the air. Pretty cool. Got all 4 Curse of Leeches in here. It's a 3-mana enchantment or a curse. You enchant a player. As this permanent transforms into Curse of Leeches, attach it to a player. So you always attach this to the opponent, of course. At the beginning of enchanted player's upkeep, they lose 1 life, you gain 1 life. You get a couple Curse of Leeches down, that's pretty solid, man. If you get a couple of these down against control or something, they're honestly sweating a little bit because they like the game to go on nice and long, and there's not too much enchantment removal in control except for like Farewell on the top end, of course. It has Daybound, Nightbound here, and Apparently the arena bug is still around where we can't see the backside of cards, guys. So I don't know what it's called, but it transforms into a leech when it's nighttime. It's like a 4/4, I believe, and it has a lifelink as well. If you guys know what's been happening to me, let me know in the comments. Has this also been happening to you where you can't see the backside of anything? We can see the backside of the sagas though, not the Curse of Leeches. And this was happening. Yeah. I don't know. Guys, let me know in the comments. Either way, it's like a 4/4 lifelink leech. It's pretty good, man. When it switches to night, that's a pretty scary sight. So it becomes a little bit easier for the opponent to remove because it's a creature, of course. But either way, I think all 4 of these is going to be pretty solid. It's the same concept, really, as like the Phyrexian Arena, where it doesn't do too much the first turn it comes down unless you actually have cards to work with the enchantments. On the top end of the build, we have all 4 Invasion of Innistrad, so we can see the backside of this too. So, but it was happening when I was trying to go over like Vorinclex last week. I couldn't see the backside saga that Vorinclex flips into and stuff. So, I don't know. Anyways, Invasion of Innistrad's a 4 mana battle siege, 5 defense counters on it. It has flash. In this deck, the flash doesn't really matter too much, but you do want to keep it open every now and then. I guess technically, sometimes it would be better to do on the opponent's turn, right? When Invasion of Innistrad enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls gets -13/-13 until end of turn. Nice. If you ever do get a chance to flip this, which I think you will want to sometimes, it flips into a Deluge of the Dead, which is an enchantment. And what's cool about flipping the battles is you exile it, then you cast it transformed. So you still get all the cast abilities, like on the Toad Rider when you cast an enchantment, on the Kami here whenever you cast an enchantment, and Kami of Transience, Generous Visitor also say cast an enchantment. So yeah, when you get the Deluge of the Dead, it does cast it according to the Battle Siege rules over there. So when Deluge of the Dead enters the battlefield, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. Then for 2 and a black, you can exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a creature card, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Not half bad, guys. It really isn't. I think as our removal of choice, as far as the removals go for a deck like this, I think it's going to be a solid one. We'll see, though. Got a couple Sheoldred in here. It's going to pair beautifully with things like Phyrexian Arena, where, of course, you lose that 1 life, but you get that draw, so you gain the 2 life. So not only do you get an extra draw on Arena, you're just gaining a life that turn as well, which is kind of insane. And, of course, just in general, you guys know the power level of Sheoldred, so I don't think we have to justify why this card is in here, huh? Okay, the mana base is a 70-30 split. 70% black mana, 30% green mana. So that's what we have over here in the mana base. Well, outside of the Who Endures and the Abandoned Mire. And then the rest is just a dual land, of course. We got all the Deathcap Glades. We got a couple of Jungle Hollows this time. I don't think the tapped land's going to hold us up, and I did want more dual land because I think all of these 1-drops is going to be pretty greedy sometimes. Also, look at all the double black after we get to 3 mana. 10 cards require double black, so I think the extra dual lands are going to come in handy. Single Proving Grounds, just in case we get flooded out, being able to cycle might be good. If you don't like that, just go up the 3rd Jungle Hollow and you'll be a-okay. Honestly, you don't like the 3rd Jungle Hollow, you could probably just go up the 8th Swamp and still be completely fine, right? So either way, guys, let's go ahead and take this into some ranked and see how we do. All right, we'll see if we can get right into the first match. My goodness, guys, that literally was less than a second. I think I saw all zeros down there. I might be wrong, though, but I'll have to double check that. Yeah, see, like this is a perfect example of why I wanted as many dual lands as possible. Opponent goes first here, too. I guess we should probably mulligan, huh? See, I don't mind the hand because we have the Reckoner Raid turn 1. 23 land, we have a chance to draw the 3rd before turn 3 for Curse. But the double Generous Visitors and no green sources. Guys, send help? Down to 5, I guess? I never do that. Guys? Am I okay? Crap. Dude, I should... probably keep Sheoldred. I don't know what to keep there, dude. That was bad. Oh, man. Hey, we got a green source. All right. We're in this. We're in this. Here's why. Phyrexian Arena can help us draw. Well, I mean, I guess we need to see the third land first. Monster. Right into Thalia. That makes things a little bit trickier. But hey, a couple turns of Okiba Reckoner Raid. Maybe that keeps us around a while longer. Dude. I don't think I've ever mulliganed down to 5 on a video. Well, no, I've had to have at some point. I just don't remember. Yeah, see, Phyrexian Arena would have been so good here, man. I guess we just go Reckoner Raid, dude. Underplayed 1-drop. Look at it drain. Look at it go. Upon us down to 15. We're technically winning. Oh, man, that's funny. Yeah, no blocks. Not with all this life gain, dude. Opponent's not seeing their third either, which is great news. Oh, crap. Curse of Leeches. Dude, Thalia has been such a pain in the butt recently. We better swing. We might actually be able to outpace with all this menace. Going down to 5 and then not being able to play our 3-drops is rough, man. Lay down arms. Wow. I'll take the life. Oh, ooh, okay. They held back that time. Yeah, we can't swing into the... We could take out Initiate, though. No, first strike. Oh my goodness, that... I don't know what my brain was thinking there. Let's... No attacks. Take the brain off of autopilot and think for a second. That could have been really bad. Wow, they hold back. Hey, we got the 4th! What do we start with? Curse of Leeches could start draining. Sheoldred starts draining. To everything in our hand does a thing. Because this is extra draw power. That's the beginning of our upkeep. Still probably just Sheoldred. Except now if they see their third, that's just right into Cathar. And if we would have went Arena, we would have gotten the plus counter on the Visitor. Guys, are we going to get there? Opponent's getting unlucky, man. Lay down arms on another Road Captain. Back up to 28. GG opponent. Dude, I'll tell you what. Going down to 5 and winning against Mono White. I guess we both got unlucky, man. GG. I guess overall, in that case, since we went down to 5, the opponent technically got more unlucky. I'll tell you what. Seeing that planes off the top, Brutal Cathar onto Sheoldred, it would have brought them right back in. That being said, now that we had the 4th, like, Curse of Leeches was eventually going to get us there, right? So, and we had a lot of life. Dude, that was sweet. All right, let's keep going. Let's hope we have a better starting hand this time round. Yeah, Golgari Enchantments, I was talking about it when I went over the deck. We played this a few times in the past, 2 or 3 times here on the channel, and every time it's a lot of fun, and it's always way better than you anticipate. And so maybe, just maybe, we'll do pretty good today. Good hand, right? A good one. Nothing on turn 1, but we go first, so like we still have a really solid turn 2. 12, okay. Swamp, Visitor, Reckoner Raid. I would not mind land off the top. Maybe this is the type of deck to run 24 land instead of 23. Not really, well, maybe. We do have a lot of 3-drops, I guess, but no, a lot of 1s and 2s too. And not too many 4s. Ah, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Visitor. I guess we go for more damage. We know a deck like this runs removal. Maybe we spread it. Because they're still a few turns away from a board wipe, and if it's just Legends, then they might not run a board wipe. We have a successful swing here. If they would have blocked, they would have taken 1, but then losing the Rona would be bad. Land off the top would be good. Oh, well, that has ward. Okay, anything off the top would be good, I guess. Yeah, when these sagas flip, it doesn't count as casting, which is why I made such a point to talk about, like, when the battles flip, it says exile it, then cast it. Which I'd actually like to see that happen today. We go for a swing. Am I missing something? I might be. I don't think so. I guess maybe... I don't know. I'm a little confused, I guess. Yeah, the Skrelv has protection open here as well, but if they tap down Skrelv, we have some pretty good swings. So I guess we just target Skrelv with the invasion. Just get it out of here. And then Rafine isn't, like, the greatest blocker here, so... do Skrelv before the swing. Let's flip this, dude. Let's do this. They're at 14, but getting a couple... Okay. Oh, that's right, that's right. Okay, yeah. Like I said, I gotta take my brain off of autopilot here. It's not... the autopilot is not operating correctly. Road Captain, however, does have Menace when it comes time. Sheoldred's a problem, but second Invasion of Innistrad is in hand, dude. Okay, they go for the swing. We take care of that Sheoldred. We flip that Invasion of Innistrad. We put a bunch of counters on everything. Oh, the life gain, though. That's right. Let's take the 5. I'm going to keep Road Captain. I think we're going to need it. And we can actually flash this down before the Sheoldred. See that? There you go. The flash coming in handy there. Pretty cool. I wonder if we end up flipping both of these. Nice. Thank you, opponent. I appreciate that, buddy. And we'll just flip both of them. Let's do it. I think we got to set up a great board state. Yep, there it is. So, yeah, the proof of concept that it counts as a cast. Jeez, bro. What on earth? Spread it out. What on earth, man? Then Curse of Leeches can come down. We buff a couple more zombies full swing. They have to keep their blockers this time, unless they have something insane. Bro, if they are like one of the few Legends decks running a Sunfall or something, that would be so bad. Because obviously we would have, if we knew we were up against Control, we would have played that turn out a little differently. But since I figure it's Legends, we go wide, which you never know, dude. Go for the throat. Yep, get rid of the Menace. The Menace is deadly. Still have 3. Yeah, I'm assuming it's Legends. Second Sheoldred would have been huge for them there, but it doesn't look like they had it this time. Pretty cool, man. Got a great board state. So they chose to get rid of Menace instead of one of our visitors, because if they destroy the 4/4 visitor, okay, they go for the swing. I guess they figure if we can't filter this turn... Wow, Soaring City, they have to have, like, something, some kind of more removal in hand, or something's going on. Keeping Rona open. Okay, we have that. Play the land. We go Curse of Leeches before combat because of the buff. We split it wide. Did I choose 2? Yeah, 2 different ones. Split it nice and wide, and we still... No, that's 3 mana. I was gonna say we still have the Deluge of the Dead open, but it's 2 in a black, not 1 in a black. Alright, full swing. I don't care where they block here, man. I don't care what kind of tricks they have. I think this is a full swing regardless. Because they have 3 mana in the Rona. Okay, they block. They choose to not have the Rona perish. Oh, nope. They want to kill one of our creatures instead of taking... Or Okay, Soaring City, and they actually go on one of those. So they're taking 14 and another one from the Curse. This is a tricky situation for the opponent. It's like I said, second Sheoldred is like best case, but they need more life gain. Something. I think hitting the token with the Soaring City was totally fine. Hitting something like this 4/4 Visitor could have been good too, though, I think. They swap it over to nighttime. We play the Curse of Leeches from our hand. Nice. They drop us the nice GG opponent. We do that before combat. We don't know what's in their hand, guys. You always want to play it out. Don't just swing on in. Because yeah, 5 open mana, 2 in hand could have been like a Wandering Emperor, exile, gain 2. So this extra buff was going to be important, and I was just going to go wide again with it. I was going to plug both zombies, get all of our stuff up to 4. They had 2 blockers on the ground, and then 12 total more would be swinging in. So a Wandering Emperor back up to 4, exile one of those 12. Still would have been 8 hitting for the final 4. So Wandering Emperor wouldn't have gotten in there. However, double spot removal would have, right? Or an Urtai. Urtai kill one, block the other. Nope, still would have been 4, never mind. Because they're not gaining anything extra. So yeah, no, they were, stuck between a rock and a hard place there. GG, man. Let's go. Great draws that game. I like it. Every time we play Golgari Enchantments, man, it's just, it's always way better than you think. And then that new addition with that, with the zombie battle. Yeah. It's looking spicy so far, guys. See if it can keep up pace. Okay, good hand. Nice. Toad Rider. Phyrexian Arena. Opponent goes first here. A little scary, but... yeah, this is about the hand that you would expect normally, right? Same with, like, the last game, too, I guess. That first game, we just don't talk about that first game, man. My goodness. Matilda. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright. Humans is scary, dude. They have that new angel that I have yet to play with. I really have to, but... it's one of those things, it was covered so well right when it dropped, so... this is gonna be a problem, isn't it? We're gonna have a few problems to take care of. I don't mind drawing extra now, but I think Toad Rider first. Toad Rider, because next turn we have some options then. Well, yeah. Because we'll have Deathcap Glade, we'll have the option for Invasion of Innistrad, or we could go Arena and Audacity on the same turn, or we could see like any of our other 1-drops potentially too. Because another Road Captain wouldn't be bad. Extra drain power. Knight Errant of Eos. Okay. They go for restocking right away. I wouldn't mind going Invasion, killing the Knight Errant, and then full swinging at the Invasion, and then casting... oh, that might actually be really good, huh? Because we get a couple 2/2s from that play. That might actually be really good. Yeah, we should do that. We have like an open opportunity here to flip this, and so we take it. Yep. This is good. This is really good. Oh, man. That being said, the opponent did see a copper coat off of the Knight Errant, so that could be disgusting. Yep, they're going to get a little life gain here. Actually, they could play 2 more 2-drops if they want to tap down some creatures, but... Selesnya Humans looks scary, man. Yep, another copper coat. Okay, back up to 19. Sheoldred's really good. Do you have the Toad Rider ability if we want to do that? I think we're gonna accept some trades. If the opponent's given us trades, I think we accept some trades, man. However, Maybe not, maybe not. You have a powerful full swing here. I'm sorry, opponent. I'm thinking, buddy. I apologize. Get 6 through. Are we dead next turn if we full swing? It depends. It depends, man. I'm going for the full swing just to see what they do. And then we're going to play the Phyrexian Arena. We're like, going to play it super risky. And here's why. First of all, I like risky plays, right? It's one of the reasons why I like the color red so much. It is a very reckless color to be playing. Oh, man, they take it. Woo, down to 7. So they have 9. Oh, the Catilda buff. I'm scared now. I'm scared. Going up to 13. Sure. Let's stick to it, man. Let's do this. Okay. They already have 2 Vanguards on the board, too, so I don't think it's going to be another full buff. Okay, so a less reckless play for us, guys, would have been just play Sheoldred, have a good blocker on the board, but, like, Brutal Cathar exists in deck like these. The Catilda Dawnheart Prime is just a huge problem, because they can always, like, they can double down a lot. They go Knight Errant here. I think our reckless play might have paid off. Without a swing that turn. I don't know, guys. I don't know, man. Oh, a lot of life gain, though. That's good. Oh, another Copper Coat. Oh, man, dude. The double life gain on the veterans. Okay, so the opponent didn't have lethal damage in their hand, so they figure, all right, we got to restock our hand, gain some life. Great place. The third Vanguard, I don't even know where to start. I really don't. Because everything over here has ward. We have no board wipes. They're back up to 12. They gained 6 life this turn, guys. We get extra draws. They don't have flying, so our Toad Rider and our Kami can get through. Oh no, another arena. Oh no. So it's going to be Audacity on Toad Rider, right? Down to 11. I mean, we're dead next turn from a full swing. I don't think there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with Sheoldred. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we could block a bunch, I guess. We have 8 here. Oh, down to 3. Oh. Oh. Crap. I'm not one for enjoying blocks anyways. Let's do this. Dude, Lunarch Veteran really coming through here, huh? Really working out. They're down to 2, and we didn't have the Sheoldred play because we had to pay 2 for the Toad Rider swing, so we have 3 to block, and I'm okay with this style of conceding. This is a fun way to do it. It's much more fun than just holding back 6 blockers, letting them full swing, or even worse, they drop like 2 Brutal Cathars and just win anyways, right? It's much better just to actually see how much damage you can get through, man. They dropped the oops, but we knew what we were doing. We'll block the Copper Coats and... Wait, do they not have lethal here? Wait. 9. Math, please. 17. 22. Oh. I guess, yeah. I guess we should probably block everything maxed out anyway. So that's all of the biggest blocks there. Right? Did I do it right? 1, 2. Am I blocking you? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. All the biggest blocks, all the biggest blocks. There you go. Okay. And that should be 6 other creatures getting through, right? Down to 0. Yeah. GG opponent. So, we could have survived. We could have. I don't know if it would have worked, but I still like Reckless Plays. I'm sorry, guys. I know we could have survived. So, keeping Audacity in hand, too, would have meant we had 4 open for the Sheoldred play. Look at this board state, though. Was it even... Man, the opponent mathed that out really fast, too, because they had 6 open. They could have put a counter on everything. If they kept the Catilda back, they could have tapped this, put a counter on all of their creatures, and that would have worked as well, right? Yeah, should have. All right. Because, yeah, then they wouldn't have needed the swing on Catilda, because they had the 6 open already. Or they could have just had another, like, way to buff the board in hand, too. The triple Vanguards were pretty funny. The Coppercoat Vanguard is insane once you get a couple of them down, but seeing 3 of them that game was pretty lucky for the opponent too. Maybe I should have tried a little bit harder to see if we could have gotten a 100% win rate for the day. Because it's possible, man, with these outlandish builds, you just never know. Sometimes I build decks specifically for the meta and just get completely obliterated. And then we just like try something fun and we do really well. This could be a risky hand. Again, we've been doing pretty good today. Let's give it a test here. Mono red could be a problem. I don't want to take damage if it is mono red, so we're going to go get that Who Endures down. Even though it could be... Okay. Play with fire is a problem. That's a problem. Reckless Impulse, sure. It's a Warfare style. Okay, cool. Again, don't want to take too much damage here, so we're just going to go into the Abandoned Mire. Life gain off of Toshiro a couple turns in a row. Life gain is very powerful against mono red. Actually, we might be favored depending on what they can pull off here. The first couple turns were pretty slow from them. Mechanized Warfare, of course, it does a lot, but... Life gain, go, 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 go! Could have been Kami of Transience into Audacity, but every turn matters when the turns are literally counted. You know what I mean? Chandra, sure. Excuse me, guys.
I'm with the Gatewatch, so you might as well give up. Aw, you're looking
2 mana.
singed.
See, all that's doing extra because of that Warfare, so... Wow, dudes flushing their board, or flushing their hand onto their board. Arena might not be the greatest decision here. Oh, I forgot to go over that when I went over the deck. Yeah, there are options to like switch it to nighttime by keeping open your flash battle siege. Yeah, I totally forgot to go over that earlier. Do this on our turn while we have open mana? Probably. Extra draw if they go for the transients. I'm going to spread this out because if they do end up killing either or, if they kill Memory of Toshiro, then at least we get that card draw. If they kill Kami of Transience, we have a chance of bringing it back. Either way, we have a chance of swinging at the Chandra with our extra Audacity in hand. Unless they double down on removal here, but we're only at 19, using Lightning Strikes anywhere else but our face might be risky. 2 Commandos about to flip next turn. We might skip that Chandra, but I don't think so.
Come on, Chandra.
Wow, Squee was a great one to see off the top, man. That's brutal. We might block with Memory. We need to hit that Chandra though. Commando flipping next turn. Oh no. Yeah, block with Memory. Oh, Phoenix Chick, yeah. Oh, buddy, we're in trouble. We are in some serious trouble. Draw off Audacity. We need something great. Not a land. Not a land. No, not a land. Game. Okay, let's get the land down. At least this land isn't dealing damage to us, right? We can save this Audacity back and just play Arena. No, we can't. What am I saying? was gonna say Arena gets it to 5, but again, it's been a weird day, man. I probably want to record the rest of my videos tomorrow instead. Taking a bunch from Kamano's next turn, but this, yeah, dude, Chandra has to die. That was a big problem. Getting that squee was a big problem. Okay, Curse of Leeches and Phyrexian Arena give us a nice little combo with gaining life and losing it from the draws, but unfortunately, yeah, the extra card draws have to be so good for us. We need even more life gain. Mechanized Warfare dealing an extra 3. Oh, Stormseeker, dude. That's 4 damage there. 10, 12 damage. Down to 6. Down to 5. Phyrexian Arena. Generous Visitor. Alright. We definitely want to talk about 3 arenas. As good as they have been in helping us, yeah, GG opponent. Yeah, without the life gain. See, we're going back up to 6, but we saved the blocker, but that's pretty boring. I guess you just never know if they don't have anything else, because they can't bring Squee back yet. Ah, Chandra. Yeah, GG opponent. I'll tell you what, another one where it really could have gone either way. Did I drop the GGs for them? Or did I just say it out loud? Yeah, have that GGs. How far are we? 36? Dude, got time for one more game. I'm ready. I think the deck is doing great. And we definitely want to talk about going down to 3 of the arenas, for sure. Anything else? A second Life of Toshiro, that game would have been really good. Take the Phoenix Chick out of the air and then gain life on the next chapter 2. Of course, just flipping into a creature. Overall, there's not too many creatures in the build, is there? So, although we still know how to go wide with Invasion of Innistrad. Opponent goes first. If it's more mono red, this hand is not well suited for it. However, I don't think this is a mulligan hand either. So, I think we give it a shot. Okay, keep it. We'll probably, we have the weird view browser bug again. What have I done, guys? Arena, get it together, first of all. Sometimes if you're like looking at the opponent's deck and stuff, whenever you're selecting your hand, then the view browser sticks around. And it only ever shows you your starting hand, I'm pretty sure, so. Alright guys, we're going to start with the Wastes, because there's a small chance that we actually need this Who Endures. But next turn, depending on what I decide here, we'll probably go Who Endures to not take damage from the Kami of Transience. Oh, a Siphon Insight deck. Okay. The damage probably doesn't matter then. We could keep the Who Endures for a little while. Especially when, yeah, there might be some kind of artifact, enchantment, or non-basic land that we want to hit. Keep 2 open. Okie dokies. So I guess we can start with second green source. Start with second Kami of Transience, then attempt Audacity on the one that can swing. Outside of counter spells, this could easily just be spot removal before the Audacity lands, but definitely worth the shot because the cast still goes through, so at least we still get a couple counters here. Spot removal, and then this Kami of Transience is still a 3/3. I wouldn't call that being blown out necessarily. It's bad for us for sure, but at least we got a little bit of something. Jungle Hollow. I don't mind keeping the Invasion of Innistrad open here. It'd be really nice to actually be able to swing at it, but we can't anticipate actually getting anything done. Instead, we should just focus face. Probably play Jungle Hollow for the turn then. More spot removal, maybe? Watch, one of the cards they hit from us was actually the Invasion of Innistrad. They do have 4 mana for it, so... It actually might be the Invasion of Innistrad. They're looking at it. Sheoldred's Edict. Ah, man. The spot removals cleaning up the Audacities here is really, really bad for us, guys. As a matter of fact, depending on what we draw in the next couple turns... See how it shows our starting hand? That's funny. Depending on what we see in the next couple turns... Oh, they took a Curse of Leeches from us. What a jerk. Actually, that player may search their library. Okay, I was double checking, seeing if it said anything about, like, the owner. Really don't want to ramp them. But, I mean, what the heck, man. Let's get rid of it. Ow. Yeah, you really don't want to ramp them, but I think this is heavily leaning towards the opponent after losing 4 cards to 2. You know what I mean? While we had the open mana there, just figured we'd give it a shot before maybe actually hopping into one more. Go for the Siphon Insight on their turn, actually. Wow. We can play stuff out this turn without worrying too much. So hopefully we see something great off the top. Like a Sheoldred would be terrific, man. Okiba, okay. Okay. We'll have 4 mana open for the invasion in case they did end up stealing. So I guess we'll play it out. I guess this can be our last game. If that was like a land on the top, I would say let's try to squeeze one more good one in, but... Well, we are 41 minutes in. Maybe. See, I'm having so much fun playing the deck that I really want to try another one, but... Wow. Invasion of Ravnica, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's the thing, I guess. Let's see what's on top here. Phyrexian Arena could pull us right back in. Alright, let's call this one the last one and see the rest of the opponent's deck, too, because now I'm just curious. Alright. I buckled up. I'm ready. Ready for the roller coaster ride, right? Guys, speaking of which, always feel free to skip ahead in the video and whatnot. This will be the last game, but you know, we have the final thoughts, which tend to be pretty important. We always talk about a lot of changes for the builds and stuff. If it's ever like super significant changes, then I do end up... Wow, couple land. Boo! Anyways, if it's anything like super specific changes, then I end up actually changing the deck before putting it on Aether Hub, and then I actually let you guys know that it was a changed version of the build down in the description, so always keep an eye out. I guess overall, I don't end up heavily changing the build too often, but it definitely happens, and sometimes it happens like a few videos in a row or something too. Like this one, for example, I don't plan on changing too much here. Land? Land? What on earth, dude? I mean, sure, fine, I guess. Now it's not on top of our deck, right? Maybe the opponent's only seeing land too. For this deck in particular, right, I'm thinking dropping to 3 Phyrexian Arenas. Even though it's like really good to see here to keep up pace with the control deck, I still don't know if all 4 was actually worth it today, so... Phyrexian Arena. More land. Yep, makes sense to me, guys. We're saving this in case, like, for when they do actually play their Sheoldred and stuff. Like, playing this out just doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going down to 12 next turn. We're going to need some of that life gain soon. In other words, the opponent's win condition is our Phyrexian Arenas, right? So, oh, better eat some food down here. That's funny. Oh, don't put a stop there. Render inert. Oh, nice, opponent. Very cool. I wonder if we actually wait for our turn for the invasion so we have a way to play around Make Disappear. Because right now we only have 5 open. I didn't see any counter spells yet. It might not. It might not be anything. I don't know. Maybe we do wait for our turn, make sure we can kill it. I changed my mind. We still have all of the other invasions. Nice, it landed, easy peasy. But yeah, no counter spells from the opponent yet, so. Ow. Ow. Clawing Torment, that could be cool. What's up with all the land, dude? My goodness. Also, it's too bad that this was exile removal for the Reckoner raid. Other words, we could have gotten the 2 Kami of Transience back to hand. Yeah, dude, sticking it out. Once I saw the Phyrexian Arena, I realized we could keep up pace with the control. We only have 36 cards remaining, guys. There's one of our Invasion of Innistrad. Life of Toshiro, Toad Rider. Dude, that's brutal, man. We could have used all of those. If it's land right here. Okay, there we go. Life of Toshiro, Phyrexian Arena, and a land. Well, crap, dude. The good news is we get some life gain off of, well, if it lands. Yay. Phyrexian Arena number 3. Taking 3 damage every turn. Can we keep up pace? Maybe. With all this land, we actually just might get milled out next turn. Let's be realistic, right? Because we're down to 30 cards and they're running Jace as potentially their main win condition, so. I wonder if Invasion of Ravnica was put in here as a way to remove stuff. Oh man, dude, stop removing stuff I could use. Like now, like you see, they milled 6 cards with Jace, and all 6 of them were non-land cards. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. Hey, okay, all right. We're gonna get there, guys. Back up to 13. Actually, Abandoned Mire is pretty good. It's too bad they don't have like an artifact I could put this on to start draining them, you know what I mean? This is crazy, dude. This is crazy. Really, really bad draws off of the arenas, though. But, I mean, the Jace is kind of messing with it a little bit. Oh. Maybe I should have done the Abandoned Mire this turn to see what I could have played. The Tatsunari Toad Rider, I guess. The mill's pretty sketchy. We should save it. Everything's sketchy. Let's just do this, man. Let's do this. If they have double Jace, it's fine. Alright. Tatsunari Toad Rider. Let's do this. I really wish Clawing Torment had a place here, but... yeah. Nothing to hit over there. If I didn't remove the guild pack, then I feel like that would be really bad. Hopefully this is their only Jace right now. Up, down, okay. Oh, they took our Invasion of Innistrad. Alright, we have 20 cards left in the deck. If they see the second Jace, it's over. Right? They go -X here. And so we're down to 17, and then they just go minus all of it for the next Jace, and then we draw 4 cards next turn. Yeah, get more cards out of my deck, I guess. I mean, we don't... were these really on top? And they were probably going to mill them next turn? Ah, man. Oh, no, maybe that's not how it worked. Never mind. It's in order. Okay, yeah, I'm crazy, guys. They ordered the deck differently. I got real... I guess defensive there, like, for real, all the lands were there, but no. Yeah, we don't have too many lands left in the deck, guys. Let's see that double Jace. Here it comes. Hey, Sheoldred, that would have been good. Yeah, good game opponent, man. Brutal stuff. I'll tell you what, I think we held our own, even in all of the losses today. I usually don't... wait. Yeah, we have 1 card remaining. So technically the arenas do us in. There's like no options to not draw off of these, right? So good game, opponent. Womp womp. Yeah, I don't like using the excuse too often about luck, but I think we got unlucky sometimes, guys. I think there's like so many, like even just medium things, just like moderately okay draws, and we kind of got the worst batch most of the time. So I'm feeling pretty good about this one, honestly. We are about 50 minutes in. Golgari enchantments. Here's the list again. I like it, guys. I always enjoy Golgari enchantments. It's always a good time. Phyrexian Arena is a great addition. The Toad Rider's great. Being legendary and having only 3, honestly, it might be worth the 4. It might be. Sometimes there's just like a legendary that's so important that you always want to see it, and even if you see multiples, it's fine because the opponent picks it up right away anyways. So Curse of Leeches was fine. Liked it. Life of Toshiro is great. Clawing Torment didn't do a thing today, but I think it could have. We could have seen this against Mono Red and taken out that Phoenix chick, for example, stuff like that. Reckoner Raid's great. The life gain. The 3 Audacity is good. I wouldn't go up to 4. I think 3 is perfect. All 4 visitors, all 4 Kami of Transience is pretty good. Maybe thinking about the 3rd Sheoldred, there were a lot of cases where a 3rd Sheoldred in the deck, just being able to see this more consistently would have been good. I think the 2 is also fine, though, since we are rocking all 4 Invasion of Innistrad, which I think is fine at 4. We could consider 3, but I don't think so. I like this being our main piece of removal. There were actually a lot of cases where we could just instantly swing at this, flip to Deluge of the Dead, get benefits because it's an enchantment, and going wide with those extra creatures, too. There were definitely a few matches while we were getting unlucky that I could have just played out better, too. That one versus Selesnya Humans, where I kind of sort of threw the game intentionally because I knew for a fact that... I didn't know for a fact. I was betting that the opponent pretty much had lethal next turn anyways, based on how much mana they had, what they had in hand. So I figured the attack was just going to be more fun. Maybe I was wrong, and maybe just holding everything back actually would have been able to get us there for a second. But they had so much life gain that game too, so... yeah, not really. It depends. Well, I mean, I obviously could have played out some of those other games a little bit better as well. More optimal plays and whatnot. So I like this build, man. I like it. All right, drop a Phyrexian Arena. I think 3 is totally fine. I'll tell you what, though. If you're up against a lot of control, maybe the 4 is worth it. I guess it depends what you're seeing. I'm seeing a pretty wide variety of decks. I'm pleased, man. I like how Standard's been. It's been tough, don't get me wrong. The decks are just, the power level is incredible, insane. But I'm seeing a large variety, man. The Reanimator builds, there's like 2 or 3 different ways to put Reanimator lists together, right? One of them's like a domain style build, which is kind of cool. We are seeing Mono Red. We're seeing Azorius Soldiers, Mono White Aggro. We're seeing Selesnya enchantments, Selesnya toxic, Selesnya humans. Like, yeah, Selesnya's set up pretty well, huh? We're seeing mono blue, obviously. Yeah, dude, there's a bunch of different decks to go up against, and that's not all of them either. We're seeing just a ton of things, man. I saw Grixis Control still floating about. One of the things I haven't been seeing recently was just mono black. Just fell off the map, dude. Invoke Despair got banned, and mono black apparently got banned with it. So I actually put together a mono black list to try out within the upcoming weeks, hopefully. Anyways, yeah, that's all I would do. I would drop a Phyrexian Arena. What would I go up? The 4th Life of Toshiro. Heck yeah, dude. This card was super important. The extra life gain and everything was really good. And then also just being able to plug in the extra damage. It could be as simple as like putting the +2/+2 on an already flipped Road Rider, because this has Menace and you're just getting that extra damage through because you've been draining the opponent this whole time. Yeah, I think I like that. Other than that, I maybe could see dropping down to 3 Invasion of Innistrads and going up your favorite choice spot removal, like a 1 of Go for the Throat would totally be fine or something like that. Guys, if you made it this far into the video for real, y'all are champions. I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.